All right. Let's see if we are live. Just curious to see if we are actually very much live. Just waiting to be let in. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being with me here tonight. Today we're gonna do the. Okay, good. I have just gotten the stream go through. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for participating today. We're going to do the Sunday, what they call a Sundream Sunday stream. And we're just gonna be chilling out a little bit today, looking at how far we got, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see first of all where we got from last time. So we made a road tool. We have a developer interface as well. We can click on. Oh, sorry, just a second. Something happened. Okay, now we can click on road and we can make some intersection points. Make a road here, make nodes. We can make nodes. And we cannot delete properly yet, so that's probably the next step, right? Is to make sure we can properly delete. I think I kind of gave up on this yesterday, and so it would seem that we are. All right. The start node is not set. It says unknown object. Okay, so let's try going here. Let's see what did we do last time. We put them, group them all into like this together. So the road leader is this one. Uh, okay. Oh, it seems our wasn't this? Did I remove this on purpose or what? I don't know if I did, but that's fine either way. Let's try to see now. At some point, some errors start happening. Okay, so we should probably like take a step back and make sure we look at everything the right way here. Okay, so I have an idea actually of what might happen. Yeah, exactly. So I think if I click on D, it's about the fact that the action still exists, the other action of building the road. Okay, and I think honestly what we can do is delete it. Either we can just straight up delete it once we click on another thing, or let me just try to see what happens if I click there and then I go out. Okay. I mean, so clearly a lot of stuff is not properly working. Seems to me that, okay. Hmm. I think this road tour, I don't think I really truly like how we are doing it right now. So let's try and see here. Hmm. I think I would like to combine these two again. Yeah, I think I would like to combine. But we need to really think about this for before we start implementing too much. Hmm. Yeah, but I think I might have been doing a bit of a silly move by moving all of the responsibilities into this road tool. So the it's just quite tricky for me to capture exactly where the responsibility should be, right? Okay. All right. Just gotta let my wife's to give me a beer. God bless her. All right, moving on. That's nice. All right. So let's think about this again for a moment. We should definitely keep all of that functionality in one place. And whether it's road delete, road build, anything, yes, I think that has to be the answer. Also for when we start to want to couple them together with the other solutions, like the other mechanics we're gonna build. So action handler will be the responsible. Okay. So let's make a group here. Okay. We call it actions, and this is specifically going to be defined as actions that the player can make in the world, right? So you can build a road, or you can delete a road. Those are the two only things that we should have right now. Okay, and then I think actually what I'll do is I'll drag everything out again of these. I don't like the way I grouped them, and I thought last time perhaps I spent a little bit too much time thinking about these things, and that is very likely. But I think it's important that we like structure it in a way that is scalable in the long. That's really important for this kind of project because it can really quickly grow. Okay, so let's get rid of the row tool again. Yeah, and another thing I'll just say now as a developer is sometimes these things happen. You go back and forth between solutions, and then you've kind of at some point you end up getting the best result because and you wouldn't have gotten that best result unless you had went through all that shit. So so what's the next step? The road tool. Okay. So all of this, yeah, all of this is bad. I mean, the idea is with this that the game object is just the only thing that is there, and then it creates everything from there. I think that's fine. We also want to put in some more global variables. Actually, I'll take both of these up here. Oh, but yeah, just to introduce today properly. Now I've been just yapping a bit for the last 10 minutes. But so today is just going to be about putting things together to make them look nice. We're not going to begin any new crazy functionality. Maybe we will fix the road builder, but we just want everything to feel smooth, really, and look smooth as um, to look and feel smooth, so that it's easy to and like nicely wrapped, as a nice gift or something. So hmm, yeah, we create these. That's fine. Whatever. Let's look at the action handler specifically and then put all the functionality back in here. Okay. So what we will do is will just start by opening up all the events of the action handler, and then we'll open up all the events of the road tool, and then we'll compare them, and we will basically start putting in all the functionality of one to the other, and we will just copy them for now, not clip them. Copy the create event, the create event of the action handler. I think it's good. I think it's good to have it all in the action handler. It's just about also sending the who sends the messages of what actions are being made, will be made, all this in the future. But okay, you know what? Actually, we will cut them because then I know that I'm done. Okay, if you press escape. No, I actually these can all go. Let's try and see in the step event here. Let's just copy in. Yeah, this is the functionality for like finding the nodes that are selected and all that stuff. So we copy that. Should clip it. It doesn't matter. I don't like these. This is, I believe, literally taken from. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. I cut out some of it, and then lastly the graphical user interface. Great. So now we have a bunch of new stuff that we should then put together. All right, so let's go take it from scratch. Hmm. Just open everything up. I want to order it nicely. we'll go through them. So what I will do as well is to just open this one. Oh, I didn't put it in here. Put it in here. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Just wanna. Yeah, we were dealing with all this kind of stuff before. This is gonna look really nice at some point, but not right now, of course. So we actually never documented it on the road tool itself, so I'm actually perfectly fine with just moving on. Action handler object, yes. So this is actually the functionality, and I want to go back to that exact functionality. Okay, so first remove this one. Okay, let's first try and see here what kind of variables are built. I mean, everything here looks fine. And well, obviously this should not be called collision road list because we made that part I want to stick by, and we should definitely keep calling it intersection road list. Okay, let's go to the step event. Okay, we will start simply by saying switch current action. How does it work like this, right? Start by setting the default. They have a weird syntax that I don't like with the switch cases, or maybe I'm the one who's doing it wrong, but I'm just doing it in my own way with the inlines and whatnot. Okay, but if the actions are none, I actually don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay. I don't actually think there should be anything for now at least. Okay, let's just say take this one. There's no functionality right now when it's building houses. That's okay, because we did actually remove everything. We'll put it back again, no worries. And then we will up here just copy these two, put them back in, build road. And another thing that just now I realize is that it says build houses. I just want to say build house. And then we can remove all of this now, I believe. Well, we can actually set this one. Yeah, all right. Now comes the next thing about selecting the nodes. That's a problem we have now when it comes to deleting and all that stuff. Let me see here. So the action handler will from now on effectively be the one that makes changes in the world. I mean, the player will make them through the action handler. And I think It's good to have it through just one object, to have it centralized. Though sometimes it's like, yeah, sometimes it's good to share things if the burden gets too large for one object to handle. Um, but again, then we have the like the actions themselves. Yeah. Yeah. So next up is the question about like selecting nodes and road select and all these things. And I was just thinking now whether or not it would be actually better to keep the selection of the roads separate so that only when the action is none for the action handler, then they can select roads, click on them, see the things, and then if you are in the road things, then they will know where the mouse is. Another thing is also just that I would like to be able to draw, but I think for now, actually, what I will do is I will put this functionality into this function here, into the none. And I can already see some patterns in how we are developing. If instance exists, then we find the node and then we select it. So first of all, I think I would like to have the action handler because it's going to be such an extensive and it's going to be one instance that's worked out through the entire game. We're going to copy these two up here, okay? This is just going to be a default. If there exists a node, uh, else and it will simply be like that. Let's put it down. It's doesn't. I don't need to be for it to be a one liner. I don't care really. I mean, we can. Is this good enough? Sure. And then we'll just add a comment to it. Then we'll be happy. Find closest node to mouse. That's just the thing we always want to do. I think it makes sense. Next question I have for myself is the road deleter. Should that also be responsible for deleting nodes specifically? So you should be able to delete both things. So now the road builder can technically create just a single node in the space, and I purposefully include that. Want it to be there for now. But then the question comes: then should we also be able to delete a road in the same way, or delete a node in the same way? And I think the answer to that is yes. The answer is that the road builder should be also be able to delete a node. And the question is then, should we change the name? Anything like that? No, I think is the answer. Um, but then what we can do now is we can go if there's none, then we can take this one here. Then we just say if closest node to mouse is there's no node, then we do nothing, and else we do like this. I think, I mean, even though the fact the fact is that we don't have any functionality in here, I actually think that I like this better if it's equal to nothing. Because it's like a specific case that you want to look for. You want to look if it's equal to -1, right? Because we were also doing the type checking with the undefined and all that shit, and that was just not that was not the way to go about this. So we just, I think this is better. Honestly. This is straight up better. I don't think anything's gonna work right now. We're not even. It doesn't even work from the beginning. Huh? Oh, right. I already did some stupid things here. So here's build road and delete road. There you go. Duplicate case, original there. Does not build houses, does not exist. Yeah, exactly. Okay, fine. Yeah, small things like this. I'm perfectly fine with going back and forth with that. Okay, and now we're gonna make a very, very simple solution. So we look at these, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so key if we press, and now I can get the actual digits, 0. If I click 0, we will destroy the row, any action. Another, I think actually what I would like to do just now, so these two can be happy together, everything's fine. Can I please get over here? And then we can make an action handler. Yep. Now we're here. Let's call it actions actually. Actions, there's just a thing that right now that I need to write down so that I don't. Actions should be able to be created and destroyed by another instance without leaving any traces. I mean, without leaving any unresolved code. I guess that's, it's like, so if you destroy it and then the object has something else in mind at the same time, that should just not be able to be, okay? And so another thing that I would like to, so now we have current action, action is none, right? And then we should say current action instance is -1, right? So it's not nothing. And we do this because now we can actually do it in a bit better way. And then we can say if action of current, sorry, if current action, just open all this up before I mess everything up too much. Current action instance is equal to -1. Then again, do nothing else. Should be able to just destroy it. Perhaps we're not right now, but and I think we should set I wonder if this actually works because now there's going to be like a split calculation where this is not set, and I'm worried if it's going to be drawing something or something else going on in the step event, whatever. It's going to mess that up. Okay, but now we are here, and I need to put in this in here. And here we should say like so. And then we also really want, yeah, we really want to like get those global things defined at the same time, just to see if it actually even can run yet. Oh, we're actually still talking about it inside of here somewhere. Current action. Ah, well, that's actually very nice. We can just add most of this up here. Where was it? Here, right? Let's just copy these two lines. We will of course put them up here. Then the build road, all of the functionality from in here, we can copy, boom, and then we can put it up here, boom, 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 boom. This can go away, thank you, because that should never be in the drawer event. And why on earth this was in the drawer event in the first place, I don't even want to know. I don't know what I was thinking. But this. Okay, so we are drawing there, there, there. Very nice. I mean, that part in itself should work. Sure, whatever. Yeah, and so this is going to be in the none, right? Like we did before. Okay, so case. I mean, I'm at the point now where I don't feel very confident. I mean, sure, but like let's just put this up here. Just want to see if I can keep as much of the functionality without breaking a lot of stuff. I say as I am breaking everything apart. It's okay. I just didn't get a good chance to get a look at what happened. And I didn't want to go to the deeper. It says here unknown objects. Right. E- Okay. Ah, okay. So I guess we just have to say if a node selected is, and we do the same thing. And we're not saying not equal to. We're just saying like this, else, and then we just pop everything up here, and then we break it apart again. Better. Very good. So here, it is not at the, it says it's at the create, the rope builder create, or action handler rope builder create, of course. Line 28 here, abort. I mean, I guess this is as simple as just changing it to a, I'm sure we're not done yet. Yeah, there's gonna be some other things. Road builder mouse. Oh, they're still using undefined in here. Absolutely not. And of course, wow. And now it's just, this actually looks super nice. It feels and looks super clean. We don't want these intersection points, obviously, but not always at least. Everything feels super clean. So that's so nice. It really makes me happy and proud. Very nice. Yeah, but the road builder, I went through that a million times. It's just those small references that should be fixed once in a while. Not even mad about that. The road builder is perfect. I would say. I would almost argue that it's almost perfect. It's probably not 100% perfect, but it's very close being perfect. Okay, so now we go back again. Oh, so let's just, now we are going here. We are now I should be able to, I can select these nodes actually, and they do draw some things. If I click, oh, okay. Well, that's good that we got that figured out. So there's something happening here. If I global left press, oh yeah, that's why I copied out in all of this that I never removed again. Very good. I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just delete this and we'll just like make a new situation in here. Switch case, that break. I can click around, it happens. I can go to road, click it, and then now I can click it. Now I'm gonna make Oh, really? I'm just doing it. I'm just setting it straight up in here. I mean, it's a bit dangerous, I guess, but I'll just duplicate it for now. Yep. Okay, and now we're gonna clean out all of this stuff. That should not be that hard. And so already here, this in itself, I I am thinking either we reference the same object that we have selected, but I think a better option here is just to have to select the row the row to delete. We just select it right here within the deleter object. No need to make it more complicated. So we keep it really secluded and decoupled from each other. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the row tool here. That's literally it. Yeah, that is literally the code for the thing to delete. For the and then we can just say if and now I don't. The thing is, I don't remember what it returns. Just figure that out real quick. Collision circle or no one. So that's different from -1, right? But we'll make this pretty simple. And so we'll just say if there is no row to delete, we'll just destroy ourselves immediately. There's no need to make it any more complicated. Right. Okay, well I could click on it, right? And well, yeah, we definitely made it too hard for us. Can you, excuse me? And so instead of this, we'll actually say if it's literally the same thing, right? What? Did I just make it? Wow, incredible. And wow, I can't believe it. I made it all work that quickly. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the next step, what is that? The next step was just would then be to assert if it's a node or not. So so what we can actually do, we can just expand this a bit on this. So if there's no node or if there's no road, so we will prioritize roads. But if there's no road, then we will check for a node. And we can go in and see how are we checking for nodes in general. So here, right? The thing is that I should ask if the object exists Kind of don't want to ask all that stuff. But what we'll do is we'll go in again. If road. Hmm. So we'll go in the step event. It's funny. It's kind of the opposite way in here. That the road is the node is actually is the one. All right. But we can go in here and then we can say if, and then we will in here we will actually be referring to the action handler because now it's not about the collision that can calculate. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but you can do it in a distance way. So we can say if action handler dot closest node to mouse, or let's say node selected, right? If node selected is -1, then we just continue destroy, else node, and then we just choose that node to delete. Yeah, and then we can say here if node to delete is equal to -1, we do nothing again. And now I'm starting to get second thoughts on the way we're doing the programming, but I think I'll stick by it this time around. The node to delete, else we will draw a, we will set to these. Circle. I don't know, cartoon, pause. Let's see if this works. Probably doesn't. Let's set it to the delete. This is the delete. Nope. In the draw, line 2. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let me put this in here. So now we've covered, I think we've covered most of the cases. Hmm? Uh, what? The leader. Hmm? Guess I'll just, there's no, maybe there's no point anymore in enforcing the object verification. Ah, if row to delete, but oh, I see. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. That's my bad. So the next step would then obviously be to set the node to delete back, row to delete back to make support instead of being no one, right? That's actually quite important in this case. Great. And now we're pretty close actually. So we actually got to work almost. All right. Then we just do nothing again. Do nothing else. We now will destroy this node. And now there's a bunch of things we actually can start thinking about again, like um, do we want to be able to destroy a node that has rows attached to it? Or do we want to not, like, do we want to just, not care about it? Or do you want to just, I think we will start by saying only be able to delete empty nodes, or let's say nodes without row connections. Okay? I think that makes the most sense either way, right? So we can go in and look at the node. The node has a list, rows. Then we can go in. Oh, what did I do? But then we can go in here. I think we're getting pretty close. So now I'm just creating a. I mean, I went ahead of myself here, but I mean, I could almost not be happier. I think this is pretty much the exact solution that I wanted. And I think I was thinking about a third thing, mechanic, to move the roads around, to have like full control of everything as a user. And I do like that idea. But I think now that we can create and destroy, I think it makes the most sense to have those two speak for themselves, and there's no need to move around because you can replace moving around with destroying and creating a new one again. But I'll just do a simple test here. This is a test I always do. Everything looks super nice here. Everybody's happy, right? And then I can delete this road. Nice. I can delete this one then. I can delete this one. And then the nodes disappear with. I mean, what is there to say really? All this hard work is paying off now. God bless. That was a lot of work to get to this point. Um, yeah, let me just think about this for a moment. I am going to now officially remove this object as a whole. I don't like it. Now I have a question. Is this temp node still being used? Because I maybe not, maybe think it might not be. Let's see. Ah, yes, that's right. It's made by the, it's the helper node for the, but damn, we are actually where we want to be for once. That's funny. I have one last thing I would just like to do real quick, and that is, I don't remember where. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about all this stuff. About drawing. How much am I doing now? Ah, I'm doing all of it. I just need to, except I'm not, I cannot select rows anymore. Seems. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Nice. I don't know what I've been doing here. I can recognize the nodes. I might have I might have moved, or maybe this functionality actually was never in here. This is purely for node selected. Yep. Well, you know what? I'm actually pretty much fine with that for now. It doesn't really matter. It's just a nice big thing. So for example, this here should clearly not be a solution. So we still, it's not definitely not perfect now. It calculates two intersection points and all this weird stuff. So there's definitely still some weird things happening. There's no doubt about that. But I would much rather create the constraints myself than have to dig my way through, if that even makes sense. But that being said, we have been going at this for almost an hour now, and I would like to end today's stream. We did the Sunday stream as we wanted to do, and we actually made some pretty nice things. And I'm hoping that next time, really, we can start reintegrating with the citizens and the networks. Question is, maybe, yeah. Question is actually if we should like go hard on the network part next time, and like discard the citizens as like objects that move around the world, but just like make sure that we have a deterministic machine that can detect best paths all the time, or maybe like do a bit of randomness or something. That's something I will think about. You can think about it too if anybody's there. Um, Thank you for participating today. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys next time.